Hello, my name is Ka Shaw, and I'm a member of the Tahltan Nation. I belong to the Crow clan, and the frog is our crest. I'm also of Gitxsan and mixed settler descent. I work at Coast Mountain College as an Indigenous Learning Transformation Specialist. I'm here today at the Terrace Campus in northwestern BC, which is located on the traditional unceded territory of the Ts'msyen People of Kitsumkalum, especially the Lucky Boo clan. I respectfully acknowledge the inland Ts'msyen, Ts'msyen-speaking peoples who have been stewards of this land since time immemorial. I'm thinking today about all the students returning to a new academic year and everyone that cared for us and continues to do so through this pandemic. And above all, I'm thinking about survivors and those who did not return home from residential schools. I pay respect to elders, past, present, and future, for their memories, traditions, culture, and dreams. I endeavor to carry myself with gratitude and appreciation for the opportunity and privilege to work on their territory. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about the importance of land acknowledgements and how you can write a three-part land acknowledgement that is meaningful and authentic. Land acknowledgements are powerful statements and are essential to reconciliation. They're an important part of working together with Indigenous communities in a good way. Presenting land acknowledgements can be difficult for some people to do, especially if they've never done one before. I hope these suggestions help. But did you know that as an Indigenous person from another territory, it would have been a diplomatic custom for me to introduce myself and to acknowledge the nation responsible for preserving the territory I found myself on? And that it was a way to say, I come in peace. Land acknowledgements have gained, I'm going to say, popularity since the '94 calls to action came out. These days, land acknowledgements are typically done by a visitor to the land and are a great starting point for engaging in reconciliation. Often land acknowledgements at Coast Mountain College are done at the beginning of events, in email signatures, as well as in classrooms, virtual and in person. My introduction to today was something I would say in a meeting or a first gathering, such as the first day of class. This is much longer than my email signature and not something I would repeat in subsequent meetings. I like to personalize land acknowledgements and make them meaningful to the situation. I feel it's unnecessary to give a land acknowledgement at every class. There are Indigenous days of significance throughout the year where I certainly would, such as the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, Orange T-shirt Day, Inuit Day, Hobier, and so on. So what should and could be said in a land acknowledgement? In the first part, introduce yourself and acknowledge the First Nations territory. Be sure to take time to find out the specific names of nations and their preferred spellings and how to pronounce their nation. You'll be so glad you did. The second part is where you can share something about your ethnic background, how you came to be here, or what brings you joy in this land. For myself, I share something about my indigeneity and settler backgrounds. This lets folks know who I am, who my people are, and where I come from. In the third part, say something about what you're doing for reconciliation. Sometimes I recommend my favorite Indigenous podcasters and authors. This is also the place to mention your personal commitment to how you plan on making relations with the land and the Indigenous peoples of the land. I often acknowledge my responsibility to learn about Ts'msyen history and culture and their relationship to the land. To sum up, introduce yourself and acknowledge the traditional territory you reside or find yourself on, situate yourself, and close with something authentic and from the heart. Land acknowledgements are opportunities to open our hearts and minds to the past and show our commitment to a better future. I hope you'll put these suggestions into action and that you'll check out the online resources I've created in Bright Space for faculty, First Peoples Information and Resource Center. I encourage you to find ways that uplift and truly empower the people you are acknowledging. I'm holding my hands up to you, appreciating the time you spent with me today, and I'm looking forward to hearing your land acknowledgements All the best, and definitely get in touch with me if you have any questions or want some further guidance. Madhu for listening.